Nas Daily, an online celebrity known for his entertaining and thought-provoking one-minute videos, has become a topic of intense discussion and controversy. In addition to becoming famous for his tagline, "That's 1 minute, see you tomorrow," Nas Daily established a business empire that focuses on cultural study, storytelling, and positivism. The stratospheric ascent of this individual has, however, been confronted with substantial hurdles, such as political reaction, criticism of his substance, and personal hardships. Number 4. From humble beginnings to internet stardom. For what reason did Nas Daily decide to leave his position at Venmo and begin his career as a content creator? Nas Daily was born in Araba, Israel, to Israeli-Palestinian Muslims on February 9, 1992. He was imaginative and out of the box from a young age. Yassin studied computer science and economics at Harvard on a full scholarship. He quit Venmo, a mobile payment company, in 2016 to pursue his dream of storytelling. Yassin started making one-minute films on his travels and his interests. He had a camera, loved traveling, and wanted to connect cultures. Nas Daily stood out because it covered universal subjects like humanity, ingenuity, and compassion. Nas Daily has millions of admirers on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, owing to the accessibility and widespread sharing of his bite-sized videos. By 2019, he had over 25 million followers, and many of them liked his ability to tell valuable stories in under 60 seconds. Number 3. The shift from positive icon to controversial figure. Although he has achieved a tremendous deal of success, Nas Daily's career has not been devoid of obstacles. A change in the public's impression of him has occurred as a result of recent events, which have transformed his image, which was previously spotless, into one that is shrouded by controversy and criticism. The Instagram exit amid political protests. One of the most significant turning points in Yassin's career occurred on October 14, 2024, at a fan meetup in Tokyo. Pro-Palestinian demonstrators accused Yassin of backing Israel in the ongoing conflict in Gaza. These protests caused the event to end abruptly. Protesters said that his programming often ignored the subtleties of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and portrayed Israel favorably while ignoring Palestinian suffering. His material, they said, was a misrepresentation of Israel. Following this incident, Yassin decided to retire from Instagram, where he had amassed millions of followers. Yassin said at his announcement that he did not want to use his platform to discuss politics. He made it clear that his goal was to spread hope rather than to become involved in controversial topics. However, there were a variety of reactions to this move. Supporters praised his decision to avoid politicizing his work, arguing that his role as a creator was to inspire and unite people rather than to take sides on any one subject. His critics, on the other hand, said that he was trying to avoid accountability by disguising himself as impartial. Given his enormous platform and position, many people thought that his silence on significant issues amounted to complicity. Renewed criticism from the BDS movement. Over the course of many years, the boycott, divestment, and sanctions BDS movement has been a vociferous opponent of Nas Daily. This organization stands for the promotion of Palestinian rights by exerting pressure on businesses and people to cut off their links with Israel. Yassin is being accused of pushing normalization efforts between Israel and the Arab world, which has led the organization to renew its demands for a boycott of Yassin. Those who are opposed to Yassin's films argue that they often reduce complicated geopolitical problems in an overly simplistic manner, therefore creating a narrative that is biased against the Palestinian cause. For instance, his movies that emphasize the cohabitation of Arab and Jewish communities in Israel have been condemned for neglecting to address systematic disparities and the occupation of Palestinian territory. Critics have pointed out that these videos fall short in addressing these issues. In spite of the fact that Yassin has defended his material by stating that it is a celebration of human connection and cultural variety, The response illustrates how difficult it is to navigate politically sensitive themes in a society that is more globalized. Personal life in the spotlight. In November 2024, Yasin and Alain Tamir, who had been his girlfriend for the previous 6 years, made the decision to publicly proclaim that they were ending their relationship. Throughout the majority of Yasin's videos, Tamir, who is also a content producer, has been a prominent presence. The duo was popular with their followers for their shared love of travel and candid conversations about romantic relationships. Personal issues and Yasin's focused concentration on work were highlighted as the key reasons for the couple's decision to separate in the statement that they made together. This information was disheartening to a significant number of followers who had appreciated their connection as an example of a contemporary and international union. Not only did the split inspire conversations, but it also spurred conversations about the pressures that artists who live their lives in the public light endure. This is illustrated by Yasin's experience, which demonstrates that maintaining personal connections while still meeting the requirements of content production may be an extremely difficult task. Number 2. The impact on Nas Daily's popularity. What are some ways in which the structure of one-minute films restricts the complexity of issues such as the conflict between Israelis and Palestinians? There is no denying that Nas Daily's popularity has been negatively impacted by a mix of political pushback, criticism of his material, and personal challenges by the publication. A decrease in engagement and public image has occurred as a result of the problems, despite the fact that his core audience continues to be devoted. Oversimplification of complex issues. One of the most common complaints that people have with Nas Daily is that it simplifies complex issues an excessive amount. In spite of the fact that his one-minute films are intended to be approachable and interesting, they sometimes lack the level of detail that is necessary to successfully discuss delicate themes. This has led to accusations of superficiality, particularly when discussing topics like the conflict between Israelis and Palestinians, the challenges of neutrality. Critics also point to Yasin's steadfast commitment to maintaining his neutrality. Sometimes people misunderstand neutrality as a position in the divided society we live in today. From the perspective of many people, Yasin's choice to steer clear of political conversations gives the impression that he is unwilling to advocate for justice and human rights. Declining engagement. Because of the controversy that has surrounded Nas Daily, his social media sites have seen a decrease in the amount of interaction that they get. Even if he is still producing material, the public's interest in him has decreased, and his impact has decreased in comparison to the years when he was at the height of his career. Number 1. Lessons for content creators. What role does authenticity play in building and maintaining a successful online presence? The path that Nas Daily has taken provides content producers with vital insights that may help them navigate the digital world. Reasons why authenticity is so important. The audience places a high value on artists who are genuine and open with them. When one makes an effort to satisfy everyone, it often results in disappointment on all occasions. Managing political sensitivities that are present. It is imperative that artists give serious consideration to their approach in a society where social and political problems are the primary topics of discourse. Despite the fact that neutrality could seem to be a risk-free choice, it can also be seen as an avoidance strategy. Striking a balance between your personal and professional life relationships with other people might become strained when there is pressure to maintain an online presence. Creators need to discover strategies to preserve their well-being and prevent burnout by finding a balance between their home lives and their professional lives. In conclusion, Nas Daily's story illustrates the delicate nature of achieving online popularity. There have been millions of people who have been inspired by his path from a small-town dreamer to a worldwide hero, but his career has also been characterized by controversy, criticism, and personal hardships. As the world continues to become more linked, the responsibilities of content producers like Yasin continue to develop and change. The recent debates that have surrounded Nas Daily have brought to light the difficulties that arise when attempting to reflect a variety of opinions, find solutions to sensitive problems, and continue to be relevant in a digital ecosystem that is always evolving. The path that lies ahead for Nas Daily is still difficult to predict. We need to see if he can overcome these obstacles and re-establish his platform. On the other hand, his narrative serves as a potent reminder of the difficulties and possibilities that come with living in the public eye. Do you share our passion for fashion? For more behind-the-scenes videos and unique material, subscribe and share this video.